Alrighty, let's look at Tuesday night's homework for this week. First problem, we have dividing fractions, and we should be able to do dividing fractions using keep, change, flip. So you should be able to do that on your own. The second one says there are 3 students who earn $48.76 at the bake sale. The students split the earnings evenly. How much did each student receive? So because they are splitting, split is a key word for division. So we are taking our total cost of $48.76 and we're splitting it among 3 students. So you should be able to do that one. You should be able to do the next one. And then we have use the distributive property to express 16 plus 48. So remember, the distributive property is that with the parentheses at the end. So we want number on the outside, numbers on the inside. And so what we have to do, if you remember, distributive property is trying to get out the GCF. So to get out the GCF, we use the slide method. So I have 16 and 48. I'm going to try 8 first. And so I get 16 divided by 8 gives me 2, and 48 divided by 8 gives me 6. Because both of these are so even, I can go again, and I'm going to try 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Because I hit 1, that means I'm done. So then I'm going to multiply my GCF together, 8 times 2, which gives me 16, which goes on the outside of my parentheses. And then I'm just going to drop these numbers down, 1 and 3. And my original operation sign was a plus sign, so I'm going to put that there. So with the distributive property, I have 16 times 1 plus 3. And if I were to double check my work, I could do 16 times 1 gives me 16, and 16 times 3 gives me 48, which is what I started with. So this is my answer. All right, next question says, Caitlin made 4 dresses with 7 yards of fabric. How many yards did she use on one dress? Here's one of those, we're comparing 2 things again. We've got dresses going on and we've got yards going on. When I'm comparing 2 things, that is a ratio. And if I have a ratio, the best thing for me to do is a ratio box. So I'm going to set up a ratio box. I'm comparing dresses. Yes, ma'am. Can you come to the office, please? Yes, ma'am. I'm comparing dresses to yards. I have 4 to 7. And then I have 1 dress. And then I just have to solve for that. Here we want to complete the table. So we want to figure out what are we doing to the adults to get children. And it looks like we're multiplying by 12 or dividing by 12. So I'd have to do 36 divided by 12 and 48 divided by 12. Here we have a percentage question, so we need to do a percent box. And the next one says, Andrea has 18 yards of fabric. How many 4-inch pieces can she cut from her original piece? So we have yards going on here, and we need to convert from yards to feet to inches so that we can figure out how many inches we have in our yards. Well, 1 yard equals 3 feet, which equals 36 inches. So if I have 18 yards, I need to multiply that by 36. That's going to tell me how many inches I have. Once I get the total of that, I'm going to take that and I'm going to divide it by 4, and that should give me how many total pieces I can get. Then the last one is to simplify 5 to the 3rd power and 2.5 squared, and I'm just going to punch those in the calculator and solve for those. And that's all we got.